hear us. Hopefully you can. Hi,
Yeah,
hi,
hopefully.
Hi. This is our big face.
If you can't see us, you can see us here. So good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a great day at MadFest Day 2. I'm Rachael Courtney. I'm the Head of Social and Content at Virgin Media O2. I started my career in PR and events, running film festivals and premieres, but shortly moved into social in the early days of Facebook and Twitter. And I've almost been working in social for 20 years. I'll celebrate my anniversary at the end of this year.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
I'm Alex Dalman. I'm Head of Social Innovation at VCCP. I've been working in social media for about 15 years. I do things with the Virgin Media O2 crew, putting things like the O2 and Fortnite. I've also helped set up our AI agency, Faith. We're not going to be talking about AI today, thank God. We're going to be talking about creators, a favourite subject. But just a quick thing, we are also massive Swifties, so if you'll bear with us, we've done a little a little homage to her throughout. I've been to see her in Paris, Rachel's going twice to Wembley in August, so we've tried to keep it memorable, fun, so yeah, bear with us, hopefully it's not too self-indulgent. But yeah, this is our little theme for our talk today, which is...
So our talk is called We're in Our Creator Era. Today we're going to be talking to you about all things creators that we do across both the Virgin Media and the O2 brand. That's from working with top celebrities through to micro and nano influencers, our value exchange program, and our in-house creator team.
Yeah, loads and loads of do's and don'ts, learnings. Hopefully this is going to be fun. We're going to rattle through it. We're going to do everything by album as well, so hopefully your takeout is by album.
Yeah, so promise, we're not going to do every single album. We have picked our favourite ones, or should I say the most relevant ones that we can shoehorn into a theme. So first up is reputation. Probably one of the most important things is how to choose your influencers. For us, it's very much about choosing influencers that align with our brand and our brand values. So we pick our influencers on a very clear criteria. First up, we look at, is it authentic? Does this influencer, is it credible that this person is talking about our brands? So we like to see if they fit with our kind of passion points across both brands. Second up is engagement rate. I think we all know here that quite often the more followers you have, your engagement rate can be lower. So we set clear tiers for each of our influencers, depending on how big and small they are. And make sure that they have a fully engaged audience. Third one for us is audience. Does the talent align with our target audience as a business? So we're looking to make sure that they feel like the right fit for us and that their audiences will also be the right fit for our brand. And then big one, probably one that's super close to my heart, is diversity and inclusion. I think what we always try and do is make sure we're representing the full UK population. So in every influencer campaign we do, we're just looking at that we have a good range of influencers, demographically, geographically, and culturally. And then the last one is an important one, particularly for our legal teams, is brand safety. So we make sure that influencers we're working with abide by ASA, abide by our Cannes Manifesto commitments as well. We also obviously do a bit of a sense check to make sure that they haven't said anything that goes against our brand values. It's not foolproof, unfortunately. I think we've all been caught out every now and again. But yeah, it's good to do a bit of homework first.
Okay, from reputation, we're going to Midnights. And what better place than to be at midnight is the O2. One of my favourite venues ever, I have to say that, but it genuinely is. What a powerhouse of a venue. I mean, over 300 shows a year, up to 20,000 fans. It's absolutely incredible, and it's also the place where we can talk as a brand about all the priority perks that you get. So free cloakroom, 20% off drinks, exclusive use of the O2 Blue Room. Amazing, amazing place. And actually, our in-house creator team go to every single show and capture the content as if they were the fans. I mean, it sounds like the best job in the world, and it kind of is. You literally just go, take the content, make it look as good as possible, and make sure we're landing all of the brand moments. These are just a few of the gigs that have happened in the last couple of weeks, but as I said, they keep on coming. As well as the main arena, we also have access to the O2 Blue Room, and in there we do a lot of exclusive events, so fan meet and greets, in conversation with, so this was something that happened a couple of weeks ago with Bon Jovi, amazing. There was also a big kind of partnership with ITV that we did called the ITV Studio Sessions. It aired on Friday nights, and this was basically where we showcased artists like Cat Burns, Youngblood, Jess Glynn, and they did an exclusive gig in there. And then the final thing that we do in these sorts of spaces is our kind of coveted priority gigs. These are customer-only, balloted, free gigs that we do. We did one last night at O2 Shepherd's Bush Academy with Girls Aloud, and then a couple of weeks ago we did one with D-Block Europe in the O2 Indigo. So again, this is part of our in-house creators team job to go and capture all of this, make it look fan-worthy and make it look exciting.
And then finally, we have a great program with Value Exchange. We work with a platform called the Influence Room, and week in, week out, we invite talent, influencers and creators down to experience our VIP suite at the O2. And we also invite them to experience a gig at the O2 Academies. In exchange for them coming, we ask them to promote our priority benefits, which are customer benefits. If you have the priority app, don't download it now if you're a customer and you don't have it. But we ask them to create the content in their own unique style that is relevant to their audience and doesn't stick out as anything too out of the ordinary.
One of my favourites was this guy and his dad. They came to watch Liam Gallagher and they absolutely loved it.
Yeah, a lot of people brought their dads to Liam Gallagher, I have
which
to
is
say.
amazing.
What's fantastic about this piece of work is we have repeat influencers. We've started as a brand to build up really good relationships with them, and we invite them to a number of events. This activity, organically this year, has driven 25 million impressions, 14 million video views, and the sentiment across all of their content is super, super positive. So, yeah, it's a great little piece of activity that we do. And then on to other events. So priority is not just about music. We offer our customers all sorts of fantastic experiences. One that we had recently was where we did a buyout at Thorpe Park. We invited a bunch of influencers to come and experience the roller coasters like never before. It was a great piece of activity, but we also do screenings in partnership with various other partners. And yes, we get, again, lots of added value out of this. So I think probably my takeout on this section is it doesn't always have to be influencer content on your own channel. It's really about utilising their audiences to get the message out far and wide. And my second takeout is if you go to an exclusive priority buyout at Thorpe Park, don't go on 12 roller coasters in 3 hours because you do feel the repercussions for about 24 hours after.
Okay, next up to our lovely shoehorn theme, we've got Fearless, one of my favourite albums. And this is all about our sports partnerships. So we have two big ones. We have a partnership in boxing with boxer Shannon Ryan. She actually came up through the ranks at O2. She worked in an O2 store in Watford, was spotted. She got signed to AJ's label. And then since then, the sponsorship team have been promoting her and sponsorship. They've actually just re-signed her for another 2 years as a sponsorship. She is properly fearless. And we love creating content with her, promoting all of her fights. She's actually going for world title very soon as well. So we've been proud to sponsor her for a while. And I think this example is something about showing that within your organisation, if you can find the people that really champion your ethos, so at Virgin Media O2, it's see what you can do. She really champions the see what you can do kind of ethos, and that comes through really naturally as a brand.
And then probably our longest running partnership of almost 30 years is with sponsorship with England Rugby in partnership with the RFU. The sponsorship team, some of which are here today, do an amazing job on making sure we have access to all that rugby talent. So every game, every match, every season, any home games, the in-house creative team is there, capturing not only all the action from the rugby, but also all of the fan action too. And particularly when we have our priority Blue Room pop-up at the event, just highlighting all the perks that you get, again, as a customer.
We've got 5 minutes, it's got to go quick.
Okay, we've got to go quick. We're not to the albums yet. But yes, we also have some amazing player days where we have access to the players, in which we use to create original content to, again, just highlight the partnership and highlight all the benefits our customers can get from being with us.
Okay, on to red. Luckily, because Virgin Media and O2 merged recently, we've got nice red brands. This fits nicely. This is all about our gamepad, which is at the O2. It's literally a gamer's paradise. 3 floors of gamer kind of unique space where you can go and play with your mates. It's all free through priority as well. And it's really, really like a special space. It's become unanimous with the brand. We've had big name stars there. They come either because they're playing at the O2 or they just want to come and try out the game space. from Munya to Simon to even some WWE wrestlers who actually played the kind of game themselves, which is kind of weird. We love that. And also, it's not just the big names that we have
Not
there.
just the big games. We also invite micro, nano influencers down across family, gaming, and lifestyle verticals. Probably the piece of work that we do here that I love most is we work with an agency called Purple Goat. The space is completely accessible and it's free to play. So we do a lot of work to highlight that, working with a bunch of influencers across kind of very diverse verticals.
If you need something to do with your kids over the summer, take them here. It's completely free and very fun. Okay, keep going.
Okay, and power through now. We obviously also support our big brand ATL campaigns. You may have seen this on TV, our cow on a motorbike riding through the Highlands. A social activation we did with this, including creators, probably our most successful one was Catch the Cow, where we worked with a number of creators, including Perry Keeley, Cole Anderson, Liv Cook. And what we asked them to do was insert our cow into their content, but keep their content as they usually would. So we also put in a competition element to this, and people had to capture the cow in the content, find the code word, and they could win amazing prizes like a suite for them and 20 friends to the O2. It worked really, really well for us. We had over 10,000 entries to this, 15 million views, and we even took home some silverware for this campaign. But yeah, just there, it's like let the creators do their thing, keep it authentic to their channels. We gave them a very, very short brief on what they needed to do.
Okay, on to Lover. Hopefully some people can guess what this is about. We've sponsored Love Island for the last 2 years. We've got the full package, idents, access to the app, access to the islanders. It was an enormous integrated campaign, but with social at the heart. We did a ton of content. We did 8 weeks, 6 nights a week, live newsroom content with our in-house creators. But at the same time, we knew our creators were fans of the show, but they weren't super fans. So we actually got a Love Island admin. His name's Shayan. He was India's admin, if anyone remembers India from a couple of seasons back. And he was the one that kind of knew all the lingo, the tropes, the in-jokes, even some of the contestants. So he really got under the skin of kind of how you create that original content that's actually, worthy for a brand. This was all to promote the free roaming in the EU message, so that hard to reach 18 to 34-year-old audience. So this was really, really key part of this campaign for us. Very quick anecdote, I was at Glastonbury at the weekend and everyone was talking about Signal as usual. And this group of youths were like, yeah, but O2 is great for EU and roaming. And I was like, oh my God, we've done our job, hooray. It's actually happened in the real world. So yeah, great. We also make sure we kind of did our crossover of passion points. So brought in a lot of the music references into our content, which we love. And also worked with the key talent from the show, Maya, which is amazing. Okay, penultimate.
Now we hit the penultimate section. Probably my favourite tenuous link is the Torture Poets department. And this is all about our very own torture poets. So our group of in-house creators. We have 6 in-house creators across Virgin Media O2 and VCCP. These people have been brought in because they are super creative, they are social first, and we bring them in to do a very specific role, which is create content on the fly, be reactive to trends, not all trends, just some trends that we feel align with our brand. We have all sorts of influencers in their own right within the team. We have Lee, who's a travel influencer. We have Lucy, who runs a channel called Dykes on a Hike.
She was on Radio 4 this week, so she's pretty big news now.
And she was Cheese Girl during the pandemic, which was amazing. If you love cheese, she does a great roundup of all the information you ever need to know about each brand. And then, here's some more here. I think the key thing for us is having an in-house team. Just means not only is there cost efficiencies, we're not paying agencies for everything, we also get to turn around content really quickly, and these guys know our brand inside out, so very little approval needed.
Okay, final section. This is some of our new work, so we've called it on Evermore, and this is about long form editorial formats that kind of run. So these are 2 new things that we brought today.
Yeah, so first up is our Peek a Box by Priority series. We're doing 8 repeatable episodes across 8 months of this year, working with the amazing Joe Baggs, who brings a lot of fun and personality to this content series. We go out and about to some of our O2 venues, but also partner venues, to really highlight again the benefits that both O2 and Virgin Media broadband customers can get on Priority. It's working really, really well for us. And then on to Ping Things. So we're working with Specs Gonzalez for Virgin Media on a gaming series that's running throughout the summer. We're one episode in, we've got another episode dropping this week. And I think what's amazing about working with this kind of talent on a more longer term kind of collaboration is they really get to understand the brands, they really get to understand the props, and they put their own spin on it. So a lot of the stuff we do here, although it's slightly more premium than our stuff we capture out and about, is very much a light script. We let the talent sort of tell the story in their own unique tone of voice.
And the final one is, this launched literally yesterday, so it's one of our longest running formats, is our walk ad, where we promote the Priority tickets. It's with Dua Lipa. This was shot on a very hot day in Margate, and this is all the content that was captured in that. But she's probably one of the biggest creators, fresh from her Glastonbury show, which was incredible. And yeah, we love to promote this kind of format ongoing forevermore, which is our tenuous link. And that is...
Well, that's us. I think we're probably out of time. But yeah, in summary, we work the whole range of influencers, from value exchange to top-tier influencers in paid contracts. Works really well for us as a brand. We've got to go now, I think, but we're going to hang around for a bit if anyone wants to chat anything about Creators or even Taylor Swift. We're here to talk.
Thanks,
everyone.
Done.